Alright, hello people, welcome back. How's it going? This is Layton's Mystery Journey, Catriel, and what was the full title again? If I can see it. Skip this. Catriel and the Millionaire's Conspiracy Deluxe Edition. Okay, there we go, that's the full title. This is gonna be part 3. Let's continue. The screening is going swimmingly until the climactic final scene, which appears to have been mysteriously cut. Someone has stolen the final kiss. Director Maverick is in a state of shock after the abrupt end to the screening. Meanwhile, Phineas asks Catriel and company to investigate. I'm sorry, Albertina. I know it's unsettling having strangers in here, but don't worry. Once they've gone, I'll give you a good polish and make you all shiny and sparkling, alright? He talks to his machines like they're people. I told you, he's wacko. Okay, are you back together popcorn or something? There are still 1 or 2 people about, even though most people have left now. Never mind that, it's popcorn time. Now I just need to give the coupon Ernest has to the member of staff at the kiosk, and the jury and delight will be mine. Obsessed! You're obsessed! Well, let's get the popcorn out of the way first, shall we? Then I guess I have to speak to these ladies. If you want your popcorn, you're gonna have to solve this puzzle. Ah, yes, what can I do for you? Oh, aren't you the chap who showed us into the theater before? Ah, yes, all the other staff members were individually assigned to take care of our VIP guests. So, yes, we are a little short of hands for the usual running of the theater. Haha. Yes, I'm having to do everything myself. Greeting theater goers, showing them to their seats. Greeting theater goers, showing them to their seats, manning the snack kiosk, cleaning. Ah, yes, I can't be in enough places at once. Gosh, you sound awfully overworked. Like someone else I could mention. Answering the phone, making tea, cleaning the office, helping with investigations. Sound familiar, Pinstripes? Yeah, as long as it is for the love of his life, he doesn't mind. I'm very proud to be able to help such an esteemed detective as Miss Layton. You are? Well, I'm sorry to trouble you when you're obviously so busy, but I'd like some durian popcorn, please. Here's my coupon. Ah, yes, of course, I'd be delighted to serve you, except that I'm terribly sorry, but I can't. You see, yes, I'm afraid the daily special popcorn is all sold out, yes. Excuse me, I have an issue here. Right. I knew I should have come earlier. It was always going to go quickly, such a knockout flavor. Oh yeah? Anyone could have predicted that. However, yes, I do have something else I could offer you instead. A puzzle! Well, it's not gonna taste like popcorn, but well. 6 of 1. The 3 panels are expressing the number 6. Change the order and orientation of the panels to make 6 in another way. Not 1 plus 5 or 5 plus 1. Okay. But it can't be 5 times 1. I don't see how that will help. How that would help. Sorry, can't speak anymore. Make 6 in another way. probably something super simple. You can only swap places. Okay, you can make the plus into a times symbol. You can transform the 1 into a minus, but the 5, you can't really change it into anything, can you? That doesn't represent anything. Yeah, and then we're back to 5, so... Five plus minus? No. And 5 plus 1 doesn't work. They said so themselves. Am I missing something? They're expressing the number 6. Make 6 in another way? They don't say the number 6 when they say it the second time. Is that why? I don't really want to use a hint, but without using numbers. Six. Silly.
For breakfast. I ain't nothing but a hound.
And I just said that they were not making the number, the word number clear in what they asked you to do. So I was just this close to the hint, but the way the hint was phrased, as opposed to how I was thinking it in my head, made it a bit more obvious. But I had to use a hint coin for it, though. Yeah, it didn't occur to me. I do hope that satisfied your appetite for something unusual, yes? Oh, well, I suppose I'll just have to give up on the popcorn now and get on with solving this case. Finally, we can put all that popcorn nonsense behind us. Isn't it funny that the Major, you know, that minor bird, knew the word popcorn? And we're back. Yes, actually, I was the one who taught him to say that, yes. Oh, really? Yes, sometimes I take a snack of popcorn to the projection box. You know, I've even seen the Major out of his cage before. You mean Mr. Frames let the bird fly free? Yes, I believe so. I mean, only sometimes, of course, otherwise, yes, he could get into rather a lot of trouble. And quite often, the Major eats all the popcorn before Seymour gets a look in. Yes, it's true. That's how the bird picked up the word popcorn in the first place, yes. I even took a tub of durian popcorn up there earlier today. And the Major had it all again. Yes, I just took my eye off him for a moment and gobbled every last piece. An entire tub? By Jove, that's a bird with an appetite, alright. Oh yes, I was surprised as you are. But I think even the Major might have overdone it that time. Yes, it seems to give him a tummy ache. The lucky thing, I wish I could eat so much durian popcorn that my tummy ached. But I must stop pining for something I can't have. Yes, it's time we spoke to Mr. Tor, the editor. What? I was still on popcorn. Feel your pain, Cheryl, but we must find Mr. Tor now. Do you know where he is? Yes, I saw him just a few moments ago, actually. Ah, yes, he was on his way out of the door. Oh, quickly then, everyone, we have to catch him before he goes home. Where did all the popcorn go? When did it all set out? How did I miss it? Why? Why? Oh, you're still here, are you? Yes? Don't say yes in that ungrateful way. May I ask what you're still doing here, madam? Aren't you going home now that the screening has been cancelled? Haha, goodness me, no. Not before I finished my popcorn, at least. That rich buttery aroma and that deep invasive scent of durian that wafts out from deep inside the tub. I've sampled dishes from all over the world, but even I find myself taken aback by this culinary masterstroke. A deep invasive scent? Really? Oh, I knew it would be amazing. I have to try it. Yeah, it's too late though. She had it all. Oh, hello, Catriel. What a terrible thing to have happened. I can't believe someone would steal the end of the film. I'm afraid I have to ask Pipper. This isn't another one of your ruses, is it? No. Then why are you still here at the theater? The culprit often returns to the scene of the crime, you know? No, I felt it my duty as mayor to see if there was anything I could do to help smooth things over after all the hullabaloo before. Ah, but we already know that you enjoyed a good hullabaloo, don't we? Like the hullabaloo of a festival, for example. No. Not this time, not this time. All the guests have gone home now. It's deserted in the lobby and outside. How about that man standing by the entrance? Do you think he could be Eddie Tor? We won't know unless we ask him. Excuse me, are you Mr. Tor, the editor? I am, and you are? I am Catriel Layton from the Layton Detective Agency. You've probably heard of me. Nope. Oh, well, that's a shame. Still, you know me now, don't you? Mr. Barnon has asked me and my colleagues to investigate the case of the stolen kiss scene. We'd very much like to take a statement from you, Mr. Tor. After all, you've worked with Maverick Director for many years, haven't you? I'm surprised the kid your age has even heard of me. Alright, let's see what else you know. I bet you haven't heard of this Rector film, have you? Tales of the unexpected. There's been an incident at a farm where all of the cows have disappeared. Majora's Mask time? According to a witness, a UFO sucked them all up and some aliens came out. Now, for reasons that will remain classified, you need to place an alien in each of the spaces where there is currently a cow. Select a cow to suck it up into the UFO and swap it with an alien and vice versa. The creature coming down from the UFO will take the other empty space. And what do you have to achieve? But what is the goal in here? Ah, okay. Ah! No! 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 You need to take a cow to place an alien. That's not good. Frickin' cows. If I take the alien that's here, it's gonna place a cow here. Okay, I think I'm on to something here. Right, that maybe took more turns than it was supposed to,
I
but
have a feeling that perhaps
at least I got it in the end.
still no patch on Miss Layton.
Yeah, I figured that I had to somehow place a cow on the empty space at the very bottom. Three berry trifle. How did you find it? Not a bad action thriller, eh? Oh, I'll say UFOs and aliens always make for a jolly good tale. I know what film it is. It's the rarely seen signs, close equations of the third kind. Alright, now I'm impressed. Rector was still a newcomer, so the film had a cast of total unknowns and it quickly disappeared from the big screen. And the production company went bankrupt as well, so it's never been re-shown. It's one of the most talked about films among Rector fans. Spot on, you really know your stuff, kid. Okay, fire away, what do you want to ask me? Thank you, Mr. Tor. So first of all, can you confirm that you were at the screening earlier? Yeah, I was there. I wanted to see everyone's reactions to our latest film, to be honest, but then that happened. It's unbelievable. You know, I've worked closely with Maverick for a very long time now, and I've never experienced something like this before. It's my job to cut Maverick's films, and my job alone. Can I ask where you were immediately before the screening today, Mr. Tor? I was with Maverick. We were checking over the film together. Needless to say, there was nothing wrong then, other than us arguing again. Arguing? What about? Well, you probably don't know, but Maverick's films used to be a lot more fringe, a lot more edgy. It's that kind of work that attracted me to Maverick's direction in the first place, and I've stuck with him ever since. But in recent years, he's gone for the popular vote. He's been shooting the kind of overly sentimental dross that the public seem to lap up. And that final kiss scene in this latest film is, well, it never sat right with me from the start. But Maverick wouldn't listen to me, would he? Not when we were shooting or when we were editing. So when we were checking over the film earlier today, I finally said it. I told him that scene wasn't true to his styles, that he'd sold out. So the two of you quarreled? Yeah, but that's just par for the course. Directors and editors always argue, always have, always will. Making films sounds like a tricky business. But let me make one thing clear, but just because we argued, it doesn't mean I'd do something like that and disappoint all those poor people. I see. Well, thank you, Mr. Tor. No problem, you catch whoever did this, alright? I want to know who was responsible. Well, I think we've spoken to everyone now. Unsurprisingly, no one stands out as being the guilty party at this stage. Maybe it wasn't an inside job, perhaps we should start thinking along different lines. No, I don't think so. I'm still not sure exactly when the scene was cut from the film, but one thing seems fairly certain. It would have been easy for an outsider to gain access to the film reels in the time window we're looking at. Not to mention the fact that only randomly selected guests and VIPs were allowed entry to the theater all day today. Yes, everyone was carefully checked at the door, weren't they? It certainly wouldn't have been easy for anyone else to slip in. And both Rector and Tor say there was nothing wrong with the film when they checked it just before the screening. So even if someone had managed to slip into the theater and noticed, they wouldn't have been able to get to the film reels between then and the start of the screening. My thoughts exactly, Ernest. If the kiss scene was indeed stolen, it has to have been by a member of the theater staff or the production team. I think you're right. Let's not forget there's someone we haven't managed to speak to properly yet. That's true. Let's find Mr. Rector and see if he can answer some questions this time. I just hope he's calmed down a little now. Yes, so do I. I wonder if he's still in the lobby. I keep forgetting that you don't click on things to move to them in this game. You have to go through that menu. No director. Ah, but there's Emiliana. Look, perhaps she'll know where we can find him. Yes, let's go and ask her, and we can find out how her profiling is going at the same time. This is your time to shine now, Catriel. Let's see what you're made of. Oh, still here, pretending to do real detective work? If I were that good at pretending, I could pretend to like you, so how are you getting on? Don't be so catty. No doubt you've hit a brick wall, so you've come to see if you can glean anything from me. Not at all. I was just curious to know how your profiling was going. Very well, I'll tell you. Perhaps hearing some genuine deduction will make you realize how unsophisticated your own efforts are. A taste of cutting-edge profiling work could do wonders for your future investigations. Well, we can dream, can't we? You know, this lady always makes me want to scratch. Be quiet, hound. Don't interrupt me with your meaningless yapping. Yeah, bow wow, as in bow wow, you're annoying. So having spoken to everyone involved, I've built up a detailed profile of the case. The only person who was unhappy about the final kiss scene was the editor, Eddie Tor. In other words, he is the only one with a motive. He had complained to the director that the stolen scene was inappropriate for the film. However, Tor has an alibi. On the other hand, Seymour Frames, alone in the projection box, had the opportunity to commit the crime, but there is no clear motive. Frames is crazy about his machines, but has little or no interest in the films he shows using them. Therefore, he had no reason to commit the crime. The logical conclusion of all this is that the real culprit is someone else. Someone we have yet to investigate. But who could that be? The only other person with access to the film reels who has not been investigated thoroughly until now is Director Maverick D. Rector. Rector? But why? To create a buzz around this film? I wouldn't be surprised. Rector is a renowned perfectionist. His attention to detail is well known. How meticulous he is about such minutiae as the shape of the clouds in the sky or the sound of waves. And it would appear that the final kiss scene in this latest film of his had been troubling him for some time. The perfectionist in him just couldn't decide if the scene was up to scratch, if it was worthy of inclusion in his magnum opus. He agonized over this right up until the premiere screening today, when finally he made up his mind. The scene had to go. With no time to lose, he cut the scene from the reel and either hid it or disposed of it, all for the sake of the perfect film. But I guess it's us who have to come up with the real culprit and real reason for the reel disappearing. So if she comes up with that, there may be some truth to it, but that might not be the whole story. Probably. I assume, anyway. That is the outcome of my analysis of all the available evidence. Very interesting. It's certainly a plausible theory, Emiliana. Oh, I wasn't expecting you to accept it so graciously, but something about it just doesn't sit right with me. What, do you have a problem with my profiling? It's not exactly a problem, no, it's just something I can't quite put my finger on. Miss Layton's deductions go beyond logic and reason, you see, Emiliana. They have a magic all of their own. Magic has no place in case-solving, Ernest. Catriel is working on a hunch, nothing more, and hunches are unreliable. Well, anyway, I think we should have another chat with Mr. Rector. He was too upset before to give us any useful information. Well, that is certainly true, and the more information we can gather, the better. And Taco the Devil, that's him over there, isn't it? Oh, yes, and he's with Mr. Tor, it seems. It looks like something is going on between the two of them. Eddie, there you are! Have you got a minute? Sure, actually, there's something I need to talk to you about too. But not here. Can't we go somewhere a little more private? How about in the auditorium? It's probably empty now. We should have the place to ourselves. Suits me fine. Did you see that, Miss Layton? They disappeared into the auditorium together. Yes, this is an interesting development. We must sneak in there as well. Oh dear, you keep playing your private eye games, Catriel. Some of us still have real work to do. Yay. Do we just step inside and hope they don't notice us? That's strange. We all saw them come in here. Where have they disappeared to? Over there, cats. Puzzle time. Alright then, Eddie, why don't you just admit it? You're the one who cut that scene, aren't you? You've never liked it. You've had a problem with it from the first day of shooting. Yeah, and you do that, but you refuse to cut it yourself, you stubborn old fool. Who's the director here, eh? Me. I am. If I say a scene stays in, it stays in. Or did I misunderstand the meaning of director somewhere? If you've got a problem with the way I make decisions, then this partnership of ours is over. As of now. It's over, you say? Oh, Maverick, you've done it now. Please, let's all calm down and try to talk about this rationally. Oh, where did you spring from, Miss Layton? Never mind that now, just take some deep breath and calm yourselves down. Breathe in and out some more, and a little more. That's it, keep... Are you trying to kill me? Of course not, I'm a detective. I much prefer investigating murders to committing them. Anyway, it's clear that you two have some unresolved issues. Oh, you overheard that, did you? We were just letting off steam about the film, that's all. It seemed like a little more than that, the end of your partnership together. This know-it-all thinks he's God's gift to romance films these days, but his love scenes have always been a total disaster. It's only my editing that saved them all these years. It's thanks to me he's produced so many hits. But does that mean anything to him now? Not a jot. Well, he might have chosen to forget, but mark my words, I haven't. I mean, what about this love scene, Okay. The perplexed partner. A romantic Romeo has come to take his sweetheart to a delightful dinner. To add a little excitement, instead of telling him her room number directly, his playful partner took photographs of every junction along the route to the room and sent them to him. The photos aren't in any particular order, but by studying them carefully, you should be able to work out which of rooms A to E is the correct one. Okay. Well, okay. According to the minimap, the one with the fire extinguisher is the first one. Is the first one. I mean, among the photos. Right. Right. He went through 2 T junctions after that, 1 plus-shaped junction, and 1 left turn. I'd say B. Right, let's see. He went straight here. That's the top and center one. Then he came to this junction. This is the top right photo. He turned left and came to this junction, which is the top left picture. He turned right, came to this T junction. Ah, no, wait. No, that doesn't really work. No, okay, No, okay, never mind. Sorry about that. It could be D, I guess. Right, okay, so this one here is the one at the top and center. This one here is the one at the top right. He turned left. This one here is the one at the top left, so that leaves the 2 at the bottom. At the bottom, we have this left turn. If he's coming from the right and he goes down, that's a left turn. And then he goes past the one that the picture that's at the which is at the bottom left, and he comes to D, I think.
This should do it, I think. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
Lucky you found the room on time, otherwise the couple's dinner date would have been ruined. Well, I didn't think you'd solve that one. That's had me stuck for decades. There's no puzzle that can't be solved with some calm and considered thinking. Mr. Tor, if you've calmed down a bit now, perhaps... Calm down? Are you being funny? I don't care about that spat with Maverick before, but I can't be pinned for this theft of the final scene. I mean, it's a matter of pride. What sort of editor would do something like that? I say, miss, I don't think this fight is going to sort itself out anytime soon. Oh well, never mind. It's rather fun to watch, shall we? Great idea, Cat. Let's just forget about the case and watch the two prime suspects argue instead. Don't be snide, Cheryl. If we listen in, they might let something slip that gives us a lead. Sneaky cat, you're one sneaky cat. Pride? That's more important to you than honoring the decisions made by the director, cutting scenes you were never asked to cut. For the last time, I did not steal that kiss scene. I'm starting to think none of the two had anything to do with it. And you know that I would never cut a film unless you gave me the go-ahead. But it's no secret you didn't like that scene. You always had a problem with it. Come on, admit it. Yeah, I had a problem accepting that the great Maverick director could be happy to end one of his greatest films with a scene like that. Why don't you admit it? You never really got on with that scene either, did you? Yes, I did. I was perfectly happy with it. So you're willing to compromise on quality these days, are you? You make me sick, Maverick. It rhymes. But you know what makes me more sick? The fact that someone other than me cut one of your films. Alright then, Eddie, if it wasn't you, then who was it? Tell me that. If you ask me, it was you, listening to your conscience before it got corrupted by fame. How dare you? Back in the old days, you wouldn't have stopped shooting until you got a scene you were 100% happy with. But now, well, those days are gone. Yes, the days when my films made no money. Look, if I've changed my directing style, it's for you and the rest of the crew. And we're grateful for that. We all appreciate actually getting paid, but don't get me wrong. But does that mean you have to make such huge compromises to the production? Does it mean you can't be true to yourself anymore? Look, I know I said your love scenes were rubbish, but the truth is you have shot some good stuff in the past, haven't you? Maybe, but that was a long time ago now. Anyway, Eddie, being too idealistic doesn't pay the bills, does it? That's the bottom line. Fine, if that's your take on it, there's nothing more to say. Goodbye, Maverick. Yikes, that didn't end well, did it? Mr. Torres walked out. This could be our chance to get some important information out of Mr. Rector. Come on, Ernest, and you, Cheryl. Mr. Rector, I'd like to ask you a few more questions if you don't mind. I'm really not in the mood at the moment, but alright, if it'll help to get this whole thing cleared up quicker. That was a rather heated argument you and Mr. Tor just had. Are such disagreements between the two of you a regular occurrence? Eddie and I have been a team for a very long time, since long before I made it, so we've had more than a few fights over the years, yes. Back in the early days, we used to have blazing rows, how do you pronounce that? That word as in a dispute. Nah, it picks it as the other word, but that might be a different pronunciation. Having a row, but no, not necessarily. That might not necessarily be how it is pronounced. Huh? Or maybe it is pronounced just like that thing you see in spreadsheets and stuff. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's a translation. Okay, yeah, whatever. Having a row, I guess. To have blazing rows about production issues. Still, it's never gone this far before. We've never talked about going our separate ways. Yes, well, one ill word asks another, as they say. If you said things you didn't mean, I'm sure an apology will go a long way to fixing things. With Eddie, I'm not so sure. I hear that you used to make films that were a lot less mainstream, with more fringe appeal, is that right? That's going back a bit now. Anyway, it wasn't like I was trying to shoot French films. That's just how it worked out. That's how people took my material. It wasn't for everyone. But Eddie really liked my old work, and now that I'm making films more people actually want to watch, he's not happy about it. You know, he was always pressing me not to include that last scene in No Sub for Love right from the start. Yes, he told me. He said he didn't believe it was true to your style. Not true to my style, huh? That makes it all sound so simple. The truth is, I don't even know what my style is anymore. It's just typical of Eddie, though. He never had any hesitation in telling me what was wrong with my films. Sometimes it makes me so mad, but I have to admit he's usually right. Oh, who am I kidding? He's right this time, too. You mean about the stolen scene? I just wanted it to be real. I wanted to shoot a kiss that looked like it was genuinely from the heart, sorry. Not just two actors playing their parts, but somehow I couldn't get it right. In the old days, I wouldn't have given up. I'd have just kept shooting and shooting until I got the result I wanted, yeah. And, both actors getting, how do you say that in English? Chapped lips. Yeah. that's the expression I was looking for. Sorry. Until he got the result he wanted and both actors getting chapped lips. Keep kissing, you two! Put your heart into it! Why didn't you do that this time then? You're young. I wouldn't expect you to understand. The fact is, as you get older, you lose that drive you had in your youth. No, you're quite right. That's not something I can relate to. It sounds rather sad, to be honest. So you're telling us that Mr. Tor couldn't accept the scene you shot? That he cut it from the film without your permission? Yes, that's his job after all, cutting film, and he's very good at it. I can't really say I blame him. This is all my fault. This might seem like a strange request after everything that's happened, Miss Layton, but could you try to keep this quiet? Eddie did it for my benefit at the end of the day. I'm afraid that won't be possible. What? But if this comes out, Eddie's career is over. Is it really worth destroying the man just for some sense of obligation to uphold justice? It's not the reason at all. It's because Mr. Tor didn't do it. You see, the fact is, you are his alibi, Mr. Rector. Exactly. You and Mr. Tor were together at all times until the start of the screening, weren't you? And when you checked over the film reels together, you found no problems. So if Mr. Tor was never out of your sight after that time, then however much he disagreed with the inclusion of that scene, he had no opportunity to cut it. I suppose that's true. So someone else stole it then. Well, that's wonderful. Miss Layton? Oh, sorry. Good. It looks like I have all the evidence I need now. If you say so. Of course, yes, it all makes sense now. Good for you. I'm getting some coffee, if you'd excuse me. course, yes, it all makes sense now. Yeah, and I'm deaf now. That was right down my ear, cat. Miss Layton, have you solved it? Yes, Ernest, I believe I have. Just as every film is a final scene, every case is a truth to glean. And now I've uncovered both. Oh, well done, Miss Layton, brava, and what a spiffing verse that was. Ernest, summon the suspects. Gladly, miss, gladly. Thank you all for coming, everyone. I have finally ascertained the truth about the stolen kiss scene. Really? You have? Who did it? Come on, spill the beans. I want to know who did this to me, and why. And how? That's what I want to know. When was it cut out of the reel? Tell us, Miss Detective. Put us all out of our misery, please. It's the machine that did it? Momento, Catriel. Why have you asked so many people here? It's clearly obvious that most of them couldn't possibly have been involved. Oh, it's much more fun this way. The more people, the more attention. Ahaha, I agree with Miss Layton. She's a born performer, that woman. Oh, this is so exciting. I couldn't miss a show like this. I mean, as mayor, I have a vested interest in the truth. As the head of the 7 Dragons, I feel obliged to see this case through to its conclusion. The 7 Dragons. Why do I feel like I've heard this somewhere before? Was it in a different Layton game? Why do I feel like I've heard this before? I think playing a previous game, I thought I had heard it before already back then, and then I looked it up, and I think I found at the time that it had something to do with the Catriel game, but that may have been a long time ago if you're watching this back-to-back on YouTube and on my Layton playlist. Don't blame me for not remembering, because I've been playing a lot of games since. A lot of other games. Why do I have the impression that I've heard this before? I don't know. Look, what I'll do is... Don't need me, minor role. And I really don't care what happened to that scene, can't I just go? Come along, Miss Layton, we're all dying to hear the truth about this case and who the culprit is. Let's not rush, this is a detective's moment of glory after all. True, if this were a film, I'd be having a good suspense track running in the background and really draw it out to build up tension. It's exactly. Now let's get to the case. This was an extremely strange affair from the outset. A final scene stolen from a film on the very day of its debut screening. So what could be the truth behind it? No doubt you all have your own theories and ideas, but I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that the real truth will make even the most outlandish theory of yours seem tame. Because you see, the truth is always stranger than fiction. Okay, Cat, this is just a shaggy dog story, or do you actually know who did it? Alright, you couldn't let me milk it, could you?
If I had to identify one culprit in this case, it would be you over there!
Okay.
Didn't do it. Major Minor. When the reels were being switched during the screening, you did a Major Minor poo on the film.
A poo? And his poo hit the all-important kiss scene. Is that it?
But surely a little bit of bird poo could easily be wiped off the film.
Would everyone please stop saying poo?
Indeed it could, Mayor Loanida. Which is where the second guilty party in this escapade comes in. You, Mr. Seymour Frames. All the equipment here has just recently been upgraded. Mr. Frames cares for his projection machinery so deeply He couldn't bear the thought of running a soiled film through it, even if the excrement had been wiped off. So he cut the infected scene out of the reel altogether.
How did poo find its way onto the reel, though? Wasn't it in its case? How would that even happen?
So it's his doing then?
Yes, but with the Major resolutely denying everything, it's going to be hard to make it stick.
Like poo.
Oh, poo.
Oh, that bad voice acting.
Great film.
I loved it. Where did that kiss scene come from?
Apparently, Mr. Rector. He cut in an old scene of his own to replace the missing one. It's a clip of himself kissing his lover, shot a long time ago when he was still just starting out as a cameraman.
Foxy.
Secretly, it was supposed to be a film about his own love affair. So the clothes and everything match the style of the
The
other
dog's the best part of this game.
That's how he integrated it so seamlessly.
You've got to hand it to the old dog. It's a very moving scene.
Yes, because it's full of genuine emotion.
They weren't acting. It was true love.
If only someone would give me a kiss like that. Just imagine.
What?
Oi, Pinstripes, what are you imagining?
Nothing. I was
Just what? Spit it out.
No,
What, you dirty mongrel?
You dirty mongrel. Right. A Naval Advance, No Sup for Love was a hit at the box office with its passionate final kiss scene, and now Maverick Director is currently working on a new, albeit not too mainstream, blockbuster.
How is it? You always stumble on the answer in these cases.
Stumble on? It sounds like you think it's just luck, Shirl.
Well, isn't it?
Not at all. The truth is, Miss Layton makes logical but instinctive inferences.
Save your progress so far. How about it? Shall we? Decisions. Right. Save your progress so far. A new case code has been added entitled Minor Miscommunication. A new diner has arrived requesting an ideal meal. A new case has been pinned on the office board. Oh, they don't even bother to do an introduction for the new cases this time. Well, anyway, let's go back to this one because we left 2 puzzles unsolved. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle undone. The team then spot the director, blah 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 blah. You know the drill. Ah, there's one here. Stash and Scarfin. Hey, your mind told you to talk to me because your soul is crying out for puzzles. It is? It runs so deep within you that you don't even know it's here. It's there. But I see it, boy. So here is the puzzle you didn't know you were looking for. Two types of tile. Some colorful tiling has been left with a few gaps. Can you use the 2 types of tile to fill in the area without leaving any gaps at all? You can rotate tiles and use as many tiles as you need as long as there is space left. The only thing you can't do is place a tile over another tile, even partially. I'm gonna have a problem if I put this one here. Damn it. I may have started this wrong. Like right off the bat, so no, that can't be. Yeah, that can't be either. It's fitting things around that part that's in the corner there that I think is gonna be a real struggle. I can't figure out exactly what it is. But no, I just removed something. I just put exactly the same one back in. Nope, that's not gonna solve anything. Damn it, this one's hard. Well, can't I determine how many of each type I will need simply by looking at how many squares I need to fill in? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. 41. One of them is 4, and the other one is 5. It could be all of these, and then just only one of these, but would I have the exact right shapes for that for the job though? I'm not sure. In the corner there, I don't really see what else I can put besides this piece here. Ah, but wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Oh, well, what do you know? Okay.
This is an interesting one.
I think
Puzzles are
as
made
long
of
as you figure out the one that goes around that annoying bend at the top right corner, I think the rest is to just gets figured out automatically. If you work from there, I mean. I did it! Oh, hurrah! Nothing compares to the joy of solving a puzzle. You'll seek it if ever more, boy, so when you feel the urge, come and find me. This dude. Poponio for you, young miss. You're not selling them here as well, are you? Of course, everyone said there would be many people here tonight, so Poponios! It's the perfect opportunity. Get your Poponios here. Good luck, Poponios, just for you. Tonight only, get a free puzzle with every Poponio. What if you give me the puzzle before I buy? Probably not gonna buy. Ghosts and gifts. A little girl is desperate to win a soft toy at the fairground, so she's trying her hand at a game involving ghosts and gifts. You have to line up all the gifts horizontally, vertically, or diagonally to win, but if you accidentally make a line of ghosts while you're shuffling things around, you lose. You can move the ghosts and the gifts up, down, left, or right into any empty space. Read again. Okay. But I don't understand the controls. Ah, Hmm. Ah, gosh. It's annoying. Okay, there we go. Right.
This should do it, I think.
Not making a row of ghosts is a bit annoying. The girl is delighted with the soft toy she's just won with your help. What was inside those gifts, though? Maybe the real treasure was there. Oh, fantastic. You solved the free puzzle already, before you even bought the Poponio. You are going to buy the Poponio, aren't you? I don't think I am, no. Poor dude. Alright then, Madame Dublé, leader of the 7 millionaire dragons, needs help to find her precious pet. I just want to check something. go. I just wanted to know how many cases the game has, so I know how far along I am. I'll be done before Christmas. Normally. Ernest, that book you lent me the other day. Oh, have you read it, miss? Did you enjoy it? I thought it was a real page-turner. Yes, well, I did turn the pages, certainly, although that's true of any book, of course. I mean, it was interesting in a way, but in a way, it wasn't really. Make up your mind. Well, I enjoyed the murder on the stormy desert island, but the way the detective solved it was a bit dull. Personally, I prefer it when the detective hacks his way through all the possible suspects until only the terrified killer remains. Hacking through suspects? Yes, it's so much more satisfying that way. Satisfying and scary. Detectives are supposed to be cool and collected, basing their deductions on logic and reason, not hacking through suspects. Oh, really? Yes, detectives do traditionally have that image, don't they, of being systematic and lucid. But Miss Layton's inimitable style turns all that on its head. I think it's capital. You mean she relies on her gut rather than her brains? I prefer to call it miraculous instinct, Cheryl, not guts. It is miraculous, that's true. Miraculous, you'll solve anything. Well, it sounds as if you know a lot about it. You're obviously a master of logic and reason yourself. Sorry? I know, how about this? The next case we get, you can try to solve it. I'm not doing your job for you. Won't put your money where your mouth is. Oh, that's the phone. I'll get it. Perfect timing. No doubt it'll be someone with a case for us. No doubt it'll be a case of a wrong number. It was Madame Dublé, miss. You mean the woman from the cinema? The matriarch of the Seven Dragons? That's right, she said that she had something she'd like your assistance with and asked that you pay her a visit. Interesting. Perhaps she has a case for us. I really couldn't say. I will speak to the detective in person, she said. She was most insistent. I see. Well, I suppose we'd better go and visit her then. Come along. You do realize this could mean you'll actually have to do some work for once. Me? You mean you, Shirley? Why me? I want to see your famous logic and reason at work, of course. You're going to solve this case.
I am?
Wouldn't you like to see Cheryl solve a case, Ernest? Rather, that would be a jolly hoot.
Well, at least it would mean I wouldn't have to watch you bumbling through another investigation. All right, you're on. Cheryl is on the case.
Excellent. Good luck, Agent Cheryl.
Agent Cheryl. I like the sound of that.
Pet Pandemonium. I believe Madame Dublay's residence is around here somewhere, miss. Didn't you ask for her directions, Ernest? I did, yes, but she wouldn't give me a full address. She just told me we'd know when we were nearby. But this is Millionaire's Row. All the houses here are enormous. It could take us ages to find it just walking around aimlessly. I think this is a job for Agent Cheryl. Lead us to Madame Dublay's residence using your razor-sharp reasoning to guide you, detective.
No. Wouldn't it be easier just to call her a passerby?
Well, I suppose so, yes. Alright, let's ask someone. Her there. She's laughing. And there's a postman, I think. You can ask the postman. He probably knows the addresses of everyone in the neighborhood. Hello, hello, hello. What have we here? This is the well-to-do part of town, you realize. I'm always on the beat around these streets, making sure there's no unscrupulous characters lurking. One. What's this, a street sign? Something positioned with dogs in mind at last. Those lamps don't seem to have much. Ah, there's a puzzle in the chimney. Aha, a puzzle in the chimney. Yeah, I just said that. Pinstripes, that's your job. Cleaning chimneys. Why don't you solve this one? Oh, me? Yes, alright then. Puzzle 41, Oak Christmas Tree. These folk need help putting up their Christmas tree decoration. They do it every year, but they always forget how it goes together. Press and hold A to pick up the parts and move them so that they fit in the frame to make 3 perfect trees. Parts are not allowed to overlap. Ah. Okay, like that, perhaps? Yeah, I think that's it. There we go.
I have a feeling that perhaps... Thank goodness I got that right.
You did it! Another year that they can enjoy their lovely tree decoration. No doubt they'll have forgotten how it goes together again by the time next Christmas rolls around. There, clear at last. That should stop the fire smoking in the grate below. Well done, Ernest. I'll send them an invoice. Two. Those big lamps, no? 3. There we go. Huh? Well, I think that's it. I found a puzzle. I found 3 coins. That might be everything. Alright then. Excuse me, I don't suppose you could tell us the way to Madame Gretchen Dublay's residence? Dearie me, you don't know Madame Dublay's house? No, I'm afraid not. We're not familiar with this area, you see. The Dublay residence is the largest building in the neighborhood. You can't miss it. Helpful. Well, let's see. Ah, perhaps that's it over there. Exactly, what did I tell you? See? You can't miss it. Haha. So you have some business with Madame Dublay, do you? She asked us to pay her a visit, yes. Really? Madame Dublay asked for you? Well, you must be more important than you appear. You're very fortunate. I should dearly love to receive an invitation. Madame Dublay is obviously a very influential and significant member of society, isn't she? Did you hear that, Cheryl? You won't want to let down someone so important now, will you? Who? Me? Come along then. We mustn't keep Madame waiting. Is there a puzzle remaining here, or not? Oh dear me, who to talk to about this, that's the question. Someone looks like they've got a lot on their mind. What extraordinary timing, I was just wondering whose ear I could bend. It's my friend, you see. She runs a little chain of accessories shops, but I'm afraid business is rather slow. She's in a terrible fix. Could you talk to her, do you think? I mean, you're detectives, aren't you? You might be able to deduce what's wrong with the way she's managing the business. Accessories shops, you say. I'm intrigued. I'll do everything I can to assist, naturally. Passers-by. The Passers-by accessories shop minigame has been added to Catriel's back. Arrange all the items to sell as much stock as possible. Try to deduce the best route based on your customers' personalities and their desire to accessorize. Can you complete every level and prove yourself to be an accessory ace? Yeah, well, we'll look at it later, I guess. Gosh, so this is Madame Dublay's residence. What a magnificent mansion. Worthy of the leader of the 7 dragons, the millionaire of millionaires. It looks like those big double gates are the way in. Okay, well, this little gate seems to lead directly into the gardens. Oh dear, the bottom of the gate here appears to be broken. Oh, ow. I thought I could get through that gap. You've been feeding me too much pinstripes. 1. The gates are unlocked. I wonder if it's alright to just to go in. Hello? Is anyone there? Ah, good day. You must be from the detective agency. Madam is expecting you. Please follow me. What's with those eyes? Oh, thank you. The dog, miss, is he, with you? Absolutely, is one of the team. I see. Well, in that case, do come in, sir. Don't mind if I do. You can't hear what I'm saying, can you? Woof, 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 woof. What a talkative little fellow he is. Isn't he charming? Charming, Cheryl. Did you hear that? Oh, I wasn't really listening. What? So that compliment has nothing to do with your tail, with why your tail is wagging 10 to the dozen. No. I'm not done looking through this place, though. Hold on. This is one big scene with a lot of details on it. All the windows, the chimneys. That's 2. 3. This residence appears to be very large indeed. The grounds stretch out behind it. Look, that's a lot of windows. Kennels don't usually have any. I think the Layton Detective Agency will one day need to expand its office buildings like this one. Hello, I didn't think to see you there. Alex, hello there. What are you doing in this part of town? Delivering order. One of my customers is having a party and they asked me to bake for them. Yes, I'm sure the exclusive Lipsky cakes are in high demand around these parts. No, yes, this morning I delivered cakes here to Madame Dublé, but she did not look happy. I hope I did not do nothing to upset her. Hello, you. You have a puzzle for me? Oh, hi. 1, 2, 1, 2. How are you? 1, 2, 1, 2. Brilliant, but probably not quite as brilliant as you. Well, you can't be jogging, that's for sure, but solving puzzles is fun too. I've got one here, actually. Try it. Weasel math. Look closely at the weasels and the numbers and try to figure out which number goes at the bottom. Select the frame to enter your answer. There's definitely a logic behind it, but I can't see it. Let's see what differs. The amount of rings on the tail, that differs. The back, the patterns on the head as well, and which way the tail is pointing, horizontally or diagonally, and which way the weasel is facing. In the end, it always seems to be facing a different way than where it was facing before. I don't know. I really don't see it. This one's difficult for me. That other drawing, I guess, that other screen seems to be a bit more descriptive, perhaps. Maybe it's an even number, like on those previous examples. It's one digit anyway, apparently. So I guess there are only 10 possible answers, and it's probably not 0. Otherwise, well, there wouldn't be no change there, so... But I can't see the logic, though. It's horrible. I'm looking for it, but I don't see it. What's the pattern? I failed to see what the changing pattern even pertains to. How does a +8 give the weasel 3 patterns of color on the first line, for example? It's not even like the colors are representing a number 8 or something like that. I don't think. Doesn't seem to be like that. Unless it is. It's probably very simple. And I'm just trying to make it more complicated than it needs to be. I don't know. The weasels are representing something we are very familiar with. The orientation of their tails is no accident. I think I know now. I know. I think I know. They're the hands of a clock, aren't they? The colors have nothing to do with it. Like the first one is pointing to 2 o'clock, +8, it points to 10 o'clock. The second one is pointing to 10 o'clock, then the next one points to 2 o'clock. The one at the bottom points to 3, at the bottom left, and the one at the bottom right points to 9 o'clock. So there's a 6-hour difference. Wait.
This should do it, I think.
With the hints, yeah, it's,
Solved.
yeah, it wasn't that difficult. I was so focused on the changing color patterns that I didn't really see what their positions could mean. Yeah, well... Well done, good job. I'll have to look out for another puzzle now, so I've got something for the next time I run into you. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it already. Can't wait. So excited. 1, 2, 1, 2. No more puzzles? Yeah, but this one I already checked. I shall just go and tell Madam that you've arrived. If you could all wait here a moment, please. I say the interior is even more amazing than the exterior. Look at all this tip-top furniture. Yes, the furnishings are very elaborate, aren't they? These carpets are of the highest quality. But what else do you notice, Cheryl? What's apparent from this hallway? She likes cats? Yeah, there are a lot of cats. Soft toy cats, cat ornaments, cat pictures. She's clearly batty about catties. All these cat things. There's an unusual amount of them, wouldn't you say? Oh, look, here she is.
Oh dear. No, I specifically requested Professor Layton. I certainly didn't ask for a young parvenu like
Parvenu.
yourself.
People are still demanding my father's services. You're obviously not abreast of the situation, madame.
Pardon?
Allow me to
Oh, she
clarify.
seems very
I will
abreast,
solve this case
alright.
in my father's stead.
Very well, I suppose as long as it is solved. You must recover my dear lost Rexy Wexy post-haste.
Rexy Wexy.
Sorry?
Oh, my precious Wexy Wexy. Where have you gone? Where? I'm so worried. I can't sleep at night. Oh.
Yeah, no idea why Rexy Wexy would want to get away from that.
I didn't close my eyes, but I was just listening to her saying all of that, and I just imagined the voice actress in the recording booth, or however they function for recording these things, and imagined her playing these lines, like acting them. With like, oh, precious Rexy, Rexy, and I couldn't help but imagine what kind of mood must that actress be in to act lines like that? It's, I don't know. It's either very badly acted, or it's way too over the top to the point that it doesn't sound like anything any person would say in a natural way ever. I don't know. But then again, I guess the writing doesn't exactly give them much to work with, I guess. I simply have to find my poor Rexy Wexy, but before I entrust you with the task, I must be sure. Sure? Of what, madam? Of your abilities, darling. I don't permit any old riffraff in my employ, you know. I demand the best. Still, I imagine the daughter of the great Professor Layton would have no trouble with a conundrum such as this, Puzzle 43. Puzzling Pearls. Here we have some mysterious shells. When you close and reopen them, the number of pearls they contain doubles. The maximum number of pearls each shell can hold is 8, and the shells cannot shut if they have 5 or more pearls inside. Can you make each shell contain 5 pearls? Select the button above a shell to double the number of pearls it contains. It's possible to move 1 pearl at a time from one shell to another by pressing and holding A over it. I'm gonna have to try it for myself to figure out exactly how that works. If you select the arrow button above a shell, it will briefly close and then open again, and the number of pearls inside will double. The maximum number of pearls that can fit inside the one shell is 8. It's also not possible to close a shell containing 5 or more pearls. I need 4. Right, I don't know if this was the maximum amount of a minimum amount of moves that were required, but well, I did it in 15 moves. Nine steps. Okay, well, I was off the mark, but well, I solved the puzzle in the end. Radish salad. Are you sure now, Madame Dublé? Have I proved my abilities to you? Yes, that was most impressive. I feel quite reassured. Congratulations, miss. Now we can find out what this case is all about at last. Okay, am I on her right there? Or, yeah, I think I must be. I thought this was some kind of pillar, then I thought it was a bomb, and then I finally realized it was a grandfather clock. Okay, yeah, whatever. There's a puzzle in the painting. Oh, look at this portrait. What's up, pussycat? There's a puzzle hidden behind this picture. Do you see, Cheryl? Why don't you try to pound out the answer? Robots, take the cake. It's one of these again. Hold on. And no, this is not gonna work. Damn it. Okay, from scratch. No, this is impossible. The tricky part is that those at either end don't start with a strawberry in their hands, and they are the only ones capable of putting any strawberries on the cakes that are on the very end at each time. Okay, let's see now. I think I'm close. Or not. Okay, there we go.
I eat puzzles like this for breakfast. That was too easy.
I wouldn't say too easy. You did it. I bet Alex Lipsky wishes he had some robot help once in a while. Well, I certainly wasn't expecting to find a puzzle behind a painting, or be made to solve it. There are puzzles everywhere in the world, Cheryl. It keeps us on our toes, doesn't it? Or in your case, on your paws. No, that's not what I wanted to see. The puzzle index. Which one did I miss? 44. Okay. Okay, Puzzling Pearl is the one that the lady gave me. 45 was in the same room. So does that mean there's another puzzle somewhere in here then? And I think I found one coin so far. Was that it? Okay, that's 2, I guess. Not in the fireplace. Ah, there we go, that's 3. Well, I guess this must be everything for this room then, but I'm kind of surprised that there's like a puzzle I skipped somewhere. So, madam, perhaps you could tell us what it is that you'd like us to do. Naturally, that's the whole reason why I asked you here. It's really quite simple. My poor Rex vanished yesterday, you see. You simply have to find him for me. I see, and this Rex is the Rexy Wexy you mentioned before, I presume. Yes, my beloved pet. Oh no, Rexy Wexy is so much more than a pet. He's family, I tell you. And you see Rexy Wexy vanished. That's right. Oh, it's too awful. I've looked everywhere for him, but he's nowhere to be seen. Oh, Rexy Wexy, where have you gone? It's a mystery, Miss Layton, a complete mystery. Please don't trouble yourself, madam. When I investigate, I leave no stone unturned. We will find him. Gosh, a member of the family missing. How terrible for you. We'll track down Rex without a moment's delay. Oh, please do. I am simply beside myself with worry. So, madam, I'd like to ask you a few questions about your missing pet, if I may. Yes, of course. I shall do anything I can to assist. Oh, my goodness. What's the matter? Look at the time. I'm terribly sorry, but I have a luncheon engagement. I always stumble on that word. I never know how to pronounce it. Is it luncheon or luncheon? Luncheon. Okay. Is it different depending on which accent it is? Luncheon in British English. Okay, yeah, it's the same, pretty much. Luncheon. Alright then. It's good for me to try to remember these too. Dear me, my appetite isn't up to much at the moment, but one must keep up appearances no matter what. You could use losing a few pounds, lady. Just a moment, please, madam. I would naturally assist you in the search if I could, but these business luncheons are quite unavoidable. Still, I'm confident I can rely on you. You'll find my Rexy Wexy for me, won't you? Now, do excuse me. Oh. Well, the Great Dame really gave us a lot to go on there, didn't she? Yes, the creature's name is about all she actually told us. This is going to be a challenge. No clues, no nothing. Well, it's far from ideal, but we'll just have to work with what we have. What we have? We have nothing but a name, and a stupid one at that, especially for a cat. There's no such thing as an easy job, Cheryl, so where do we start, detective? You're still on that, are you? Alright then, we start right here in this room. The foundation of all good detective work is investigation. We need to sniff out more information about this Rexy Wexy. Well, you're in charge, Cheryl. So let's start investigating, alright? There's the puzzle I missed, probably. If it's 44, there's another cat toy here as well. They're everywhere. Oh, that's reminded me of a puzzle I know about cats. Is it 44? Yeah. Parody cat. These 10 cats need to be divided up into pairs, in accordance with the following rules. There should be 3 pairs of cats of the same type, in other words, the same shape and coloring. If a cat is wearing a ribbon, the other cat in the pair must also be wearing a ribbon. Press and hold A to pick up a cat and move it to another cat's position. When you release the button, the cats will swap over. Oh no, please. Don't be like that. Same shape and coloring. 3 of them. Must be like that, must follow that rule. Well, isn't that okay? This pair is the same shape and color. So is this one, so is this one, so that's 3. And those that are wearing a ribbon are together.
I eat puzzles like this for breakfast. They don't call me Sherlock Holmes for nothing.
You did it. They're all getting along perfectly. Pairing them up first by the ribbons and then by type makes it easy to see the solution. I think that's what I did, actually, and with not realizing that this was actually make things easier. Very good, Cheryl. That should earn you a doggy treat.
Oh, well, you know, it was nothing really.
So in the most prominent position at the center of the room, we have a large bunch of flowers and a soft toy cat. Which just goes to show how much she adores cats, surely. A cat lover. Yeah, she's very busy every single day. Yes, as a matter of interest, what line of business is she in? Oh, Madame is a consultant to a multinational retailer with 27 different departments, selling everything from cat food to expensive jewelry. Gosh, that is a broad range. Yes, so she really treasures her time with Rex, you see. He's such a soothing influence on her. Finding Rex would soothe me too at the moment, believe me. That desk looks like an antique. It's rather understated, but I expect it's worth a small fortune. And let's not forget the obvious, the whopping great stuffed cat sitting on it. It's cute, isn't it? I wish I had one. Cute, really? I think so, don't you? Oh, yes, of course. Though it could never rival you, miss, naturally. It's strange, though. Cats are usually very destructive creatures, but there are no signs of scratching or gnawing on any of the toys. No claw marks and no teeth marks. Aha, so Rexy Wexy is an upper crust kind of cat. Scratching and gnawing are beneath him. Oh, jolly good, Cheryl. You're like a real detective. Well, I think we've explored the whole way here enough, don't you? Madame Dublé certainly has a lot of cat toys around the place, that's for sure. Yes, gosh, if she's this much of a cat lover, Rex must be spoiled rotten. It's not much of a deduction, but I suppose that's about the only tale this room tells. Well, Cheryl, do you know where Rex is, then? We've looked at a table and a desk, and she's asking me if I know where the cat is. I think we're going to have to broaden our search. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack, though. This mansion is simply vast. Where do we start? Does the cat have his own room? Excuse me, detectives. I hope you don't mind me interrupting. Madam did say she was happy for you to look around the residence if it would be of help. Thank you very much. I wonder, could you tell us which room Rex spends most of his time in? Yes, of course, that would be Madam's parlor. It gets a lot of sun, you see. Rex always enjoys napping in the sunshine. I see. We'd like to investigate the room if we may. Although I imagine it's been cleaned and made up since Rex's disappearance, has it? Oh no, miss. Madam was very clear on that. You must leave the scene completely undisturbed, she said. Perfect. Could you show us the way then? Certainly, miss. Follow me. This is Madam's parlor. As I explained, she did say she wouldn't mind if you needed to look around. I must only ask that you be careful of the furniture and ornaments. It's all very expensive, you see. Why are some of the apples bitten or something? Gosh, my palms are sweating just hearing you say that. Oh yes, one more thing. There's actually a picture of Rex in here which might help you. Just over to the left there, do you see? So that's who we're looking for. You know that Rex is a boy, I presume? Yes, we'd realize that, thank you. I hate it when he goes missing. I do hope you find him quickly. Don't worry, this case is in safe hands with myself and my detective assistant, Agent Cheryl here. Cheryl, miss? Is that short for Shirley? 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 How do you say that? Haha, no actually, Cheryl is my dog's name and he is a he. Oh, how interesting. Your dog is a detective as well? Well, Cheryl, I do hope you find Rex soon. He's very special, you see. Woof. Haha, pretending to be a normal dog for the maid's benefit, are you? How considerate of you. So then, let's see what we can discover in this room. Isn't it a lovely space? It's so warm and inviting. I've got my eye on one of those plush sofas myself. So this is where Rex spends most of his time, which means we could very well discover an important clue in here that will lead us to the missing animal's whereabouts. So get on with it, Cheryl. Go, boy. Go find a clue. I thought I was in charge of this investigation. Stop trying to take the lead. I'm still the manager of the Layton Detective Agency, Cheryl. You work for me, remember? It's a dog's life. Good luck, Cheryl. I'm sure you'll find something. Come along. There's no time for sitting still. We need to have a good look around in here. Coin. Puzzle. Oh, there's a puzzle here. Look, one of Madame Dublay's, I suppose. Are you going to try your paw at it? $46. There's a photograph of a strange bookcase where up and down don't seem to make sense. To arrange the books as in the picture, what is the minimum number that would need to be glued to the bookcase to keep them in position? You can't squash books into place by jamming them up close together, by the way. I'd say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If I count the others, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If the bookcase is leaning, maybe that would be simpler. Dunno. Let's see, those at the bottom, they wouldn't slide off to one side if they weren't glued, because they completely fill up the width of the bookcase. You can't say the same for those at the top, though. They would be sliding around, I guess, if it was leaning. But then again, maybe it's not supposed to lean. If you assume that it is upside down, right where it is, that you have your bookcase and right as you see it here, it's upside down, then you would have to glue those that seem to be at the bottom, you know, so that they would be sticking to the upper section. That makes sense. Or is it actually a bit more complicated than that? That seems to be the easy answer. Or if your bookcase is actually lying down, like on its back on the floor, you wouldn't need to glue anything at all. Maybe that's what it is. They don't say that the bookcase has to be standing upright. So I'm gonna follow my hunch.
I've seen how to solve this now.
Ah, there we go, okay.
And that's how it's done.
If it's just lying flat on its back with the books facing up, the book spines facing up is what I should say. Yeah, like this, yeah, there we go, okay. It's just lying down on the floor. You would just need to place the books in the right positions and there would be no need to fix any of them down, yeah. There, I've solved it. Should I write the answer in this book here? Oh yes, deface Madame Dublay's book. I'm sure she'd be delighted with that. You're right. Puzzles are no fun if you don't work out the answer for yourself. Yeah, I can relate. Poponio. So I found one coin so far. Is it just me or does anyone else think this plant looks like it's been eaten? I wonder why there would be teeth marks in a plant like this. Well, I think you'll find that while cats are carnivorous creatures, they do at times eat plants, so I expect this is Rex's doing. Really? Cats eat plants? Why would they do that? To purge their stomach of the hair that they swallow or something? To help them regurgitate hairs and other unwanted things in their stomachs, or for nutrients? There are numerous theories. Although I'm not entirely sure they normally eat this kind of plant. Well, such plants that you find for decoration inside a house might be toxic for your cats even, so... I still have only found one coin. That's 2. Two. Under the cushions. Damn, where could it be? There are some rather exotic-looking fruits here, though some appear to have been nibbled at. Presumably Rex is doing? Because cats are so well known for eating fruit, aren't they, Pinstripes? Maybe if it was a bowl of fish? Perhaps Madame Dublé was hungry and couldn't resist taking a bite, because well-to-do ladies are so well known for their lousy manners. Come on, people! Well, can you be certain it wasn't her? Not certain, no, but I think it's safe to assume it wasn't her. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Probably. It's that third coin that's probably somewhere in there that I'm wondering about right now. Let's have a look at the painting, I guess. This cat looks like it's putting on airs. Oh, I think it's Champion. Such a dignified and refined look. Any other comments? This cat yeah, okay, never mind. They're just gonna repeat the same thing. Well, the window is open. Banana peels. Watch where you're treading, Ernest. There are some banana skins on the floor there. Gosh, you're right. I'd probably have fallen flat on my face if you hadn't warned me, Cheryl. You wouldn't expect to find banana skins left lying around in a place like this, would you? No, it's a little unexpected, but it seems reasonable to assume that someone ate some bananas and dropped the skins here. Presumably Madame Dublé, seeing as this is her parlor. Another woman who can't be bothered to tidy up after herself, eh, cat? I'm not that bad, Cheryl. I don't leave banana skins lying around. The French doors looking out over the garden are ajar. Yes, the lock doesn't close properly. A gentle push and this door pops open. Well, you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to work out what that means. Obviously, there's a good chance Rex escaped this way. Okay. So how's the case shaping up, Cheryl? Have you managed to deduce where we'll find Rex now? Well, it's not exactly a lot to go on, is it? An open door and some banana skins. But if I had to deduce the missing cat's whereabouts from the available evidence, I'd have to say, haha, yes, Cheryl? I'd have to say, that Rex slipped on the banana skin and flew straight out of the open door. Which means Rex is in the garden. Brilliant, Cheryl. A great deduction based on what we know so far. We should go and search the garden at once. How's that then, Cat? I'm earning my keep now, aren't I? Well, I certainly agree that we should go and investigate the garden. Come along. Yeah, but there might be a coin left in that place. I think I only found 2. Then again, there may only be 2, but... It's a bit frustrating because I can't think of a single spot where it could be. Okay, fashion farthings. Should I look? I'm still gonna struggle when I come back to it later, so I might as well just look for a walkthrough and just look for that coin if it exists. Coin in coins. I wish I still had it in my open tabs here, but history maybe. Layton's Mystery Journey. Okay, there was a game FAQ. Let's see. This is case number 4. Case number 4. WLK4. Look for that in the page. Find in page. WLK4. Damn. There, okay, this is Madame's Parlor. Okay. Bottom of the chandelier. Bottom drawer of left corner table. Cushion on purple couch. But that's, fashion farthings, though. Okay, whatever. It's labeled as hint coins in there, but it was fashion farthings when I looked. Well, that may have been everything then. Okay. Look, they weren't hint coins, but... I say, what a bizarre garden. I've been for walks in parks smaller than this. Well, Rex could be hiding anywhere in here, so we'd better start looking. I'm thirsty. Do you think anyone would notice if I had a drink from here? The sound of the running water is very soporific, isn't it? Especially with the hot sun beating down. Oh, it's so cool. Ernest, give me your handkerchief, quickly. One. 2. Oh, I say, miss, there's a puzzle hidden among these flowers here. What's a puzzle doing in a place like that? We may never know, but that doesn't stop us trying to solve it. Ernest, would you do the honors? "47, shoe shuffle. The shoes by the front door are in a complete mess. Tidy them all up so that they are in the correct pairs. Move the double-ended arrow between the various shoes using the directional buttons and select to switch the 2 shoes at either end of the arrow. You can switch left, right, or up, down, but you only have 9 shuffles in total to get everything straight." Uh-huh. Well, there's one that's already correct. There's another one that's correct. They don't say that the left foot has to be right next... I mean, they don't say that the left foot have to be on the left and the right foot on the right. Right? If that makes sense. I have 7 more. There we go. With even one move
conclusion,
left.
Thank goodness I got that right.
See, with just a little effort, things can stay tidy around here. One spare move. Shoe shuffle has been added to the puzzle index. Very good, Ernest. Well done. Thank you, miss. That was a rather delightful little puzzle, don't you think? Is this some kind of giant bird cage? What a delightful spot. I should love to sit here on a lazy afternoon and read a book. Well, look at this. The table is set for afternoon tea already. How convenient. I expect this table is always set so it's ready whenever Madame decides she'd like to take tea. Well, no obvious teeth marks in the scones or sandwiches, so I'll know if you sneak any, cat. Okay. Still missing one coin. Ah, well, there we go. I guess that must have been all the coins on this screen. Let's have a look at that moss there. Or is that grass? I don't know. What a wonderful array of different trees and plants. Oh dear, what am I treading on? Ah, snake, snake! Calm down, Ernest. It's just a skin. Snake skin? I hate snakes. I hate skins. I feel sick. I'm not sure that it's a snake skin, actually. Oh no, miss, please don't pick it up, even on a stick. It's all part of investigating, Ernest. You can't be squeamish about these things. Now, let's have a look. It is a skin, but you're right, miss. It's hard to tell if it belonged to a snake or something else. In a garden this size, there are bound to be one or two headers. Cheryl, please. Oh dear. I hope we don't have to be here too long. Some kind of reptile skin. This here? Ah, yeah, I remember that door seen from the outside. Seen from the outside. That's another way in and out of the property, not so grand as the gates we came through.
Look, it's a bit broken at the bottom.
You're right, Cheryl. Perhaps it took a blow from a football or something when children were playing out on the street. I imagine it's hard to stay on top of repairs with a property of this size. Well, we've conducted a thorough search of the garden now, but still no wrecks. Where could that cat have got to? I see Agent Cheryl is thinking. Well, what have you deduced? I'm forming a picture of what might have happened based on the evidence here in the garden. Really? Wizard job, Cheryl. Oh, this is exciting. Do tell us, Mr. Combs. Well, as we know, Rex slipped on the banana skin and shot out of the open French doors. Then in the garden he encountered a snake. The shock made him flee from the garden through the broken side gate. How is that for detective work? You mean Rex isn't even in the grounds anymore? That would be the general idea, Pinstripes. Yeah, we have looked high and low and found nothing. Gosh, that's going to make tracking him down rather more of a sticky wicket. Well, we can't give up just because it's sticky or wickety. If Rex has left the grounds, then we must follow. Alright then, let's head back out onto the street. If the cat isn't used to leaving the property, then he's probably not too far away. Yes, I suppose you're right. Well then, let's see what we can find out on the street. Must be a plane, I guess. No cats that look like Rex out here. Rex, your mummy's worried about you. Come home.
Mummy?
Madame Dublé. She's human. Rex is a cat. Does that mean she can't be his mother? Oh. What? A cat over there. Look, do you see, miss? Yeah, but it's definitely not the same cat, though. It's that grumpy cat from before. But Cheryl doesn't speak to animals, though. So you can forget about that. Excuse me, I'll just use the restroom, if you don't mind. Yeah. When did I turn off the microphone, by the way? I'm not sure. Before I left for the restroom, I hope? Well, let's have a look at that cat then. Oh no, that's not Rex, that's some other cat. Different colored fur and everything. And it's far too skinny. The cat of a wealthy owner like Madame Dublé wouldn't be skinny like that. Agreed. Let's keep looking. We could ask people if they've seen it. Break myself in? I think I'd just break myself. Ah, detectives. Alex, good. I'm glad we've run into you again. We're searching for a cat. Have you seen any? No, yes, I see many cats in the streets. What kind of cat you look for? He's called Rex as he's white all over. He's from a rather well-to-do household and looks the part. No, I have not seen cat like this. Oh, what a pity. Well, we've been all around the streets by Madame Dublay's mansion now and still no sign of Rex. Cats are fickle creatures, that's the trouble. Tracking them down is always hard. What's our next move, Agent Cheryl? Our only option now is to widen the search. If we're lucky, maybe we'll find a clue at least, even if we don't find Rex himself. Alright then, let's do it. Let's start looking further afield. Hiya, how are you? Oh, hello, yes, fine, thanks. What can I do for you? Sorry for stopping you like this in the street. I just wondered if you've heard of the new maze craze. Maze craze? No. Ernest, do you know about such a craze? No, I can't say I've heard about anything like that. Just to be clear, I'm a dog, so no. Oh, well, I tried it, you see, but it's a bit too hard for me, so would you like mine? Oh, thank you. Yes, it sounds interesting, I must say. I thought you looked like the sort of person who'd want to give it a go. Here you are, then. It's all yours. That's very kind of you. I look forward to trying it. Well, I guess I filled in the menu there. The Hound and a Pound minigame can now be found in Catriel's bag. It's a puzzle game in which you have to help Cheryl escape from the Pound by guiding him through a maze, switching the colored blocks up and down as you go. See if you got what it takes to complete all of the levels. A maze, you say? In this game, you move blocks up and down to create an escape route for Cheryl the Hound to get out of the Pound. You start by choosing a level. You must guide Cheryl to the exit within the specified number of moves to complete each level. The directions Cheryl can move are shown by the arrow buttons, and he'll keep going in the direction you indicate until he bumps into something. The colored blocks move up and down. Use L and R to select a switch, then press A to make all blocks of the corresponding color change to the opposite position. However, if there's something on top of any blocks when you flick the switch, those blocks won't rise. Only when Cheryl actually moves is it counted as a turn. Switching the blocks up or down does not count. So take pity on Cheryl in the Pound and rescue that poor hound by moving the blocks around. To color some extra kudos, see if you can navigate Cheryl to safety in the minimum number of moves. Oh boy. You can only move the reds? Ah, no, never mind. Well, there, that's 4 moves. Top dog. Oh boy. What happens if he moves on top of a crack? Ah. Dog stinner. Yeah, give me another go. Okay. Perhaps he can move on them, but he can't stop on them. Hmm. Well, you probably have to be stopped at that bottom one space that's right to the left of that blue block. That's the one way that I could see it working. Yeah, but that means that I can't cross these spaces at all now. So that was probably not a wise move. Yeah, from the beginning. What I'm about to do is probably not gonna be the least amount of moves. No, actually, what I'm doing right there is, no, undo. Undo. No, it's not gonna work what I'm trying to do here. Hold on. Maybe if I do it that way. There we go. Again, that's the least moves. Alright. Do these arrows force him to turn? Yeah, okay, that's what they do. Well, this is only one move, technically. Right, but that was just testing. Okay. I just wanted to see if you could maybe change them as he is moving, but no such luck. Least moves is 2. That's 1 already. I could see it working if I work my way backwards from the end. Yeah. From that arrow, and from this one. How would you reach that position, though? Even the... I was trying to rotate the camera actually to try to get a different angle to see if that might reveal something to me or trigger something in my head, but the right joystick does not control the camera, I guess. Okay, well, I guess I can see a bit better like that. Only 2 moves. That's hard. Yeah, they do. None of that helped in the slightest. It's silly. I would just have to manage to find my way to this arrow in 2 moves, and it would be fine. I just can't see any way of doing it. Or if I could walk all the way there, but that would take more than 2 moves if I did that, and then that would take a third. I mean, yeah. Let's solve it for the sake of solving it, I guess. Hold on. I can save 1 move already by doing this. Actually, no, hold on. Undo. Right. No. Undo then. Right, and that as well. Right, that's 4 moves, but this is not the least moves. Level complete, yeah, but I'm not top dog. How do you solve it the best way possible? Oh, wait. And... yeah, it just came to me. Top dog. Alright then. That's a fun little puzzle mini game. We've looked all over the place now and still not a whiff of Rex or any clues as to his whereabouts. We need to try to think where we'd go if we were cats. Agreed, but I am a cat and I don't know. Well, I think they generally like small enclosed spaces and high up vantage points. But there are hundreds of places like that around here. No point sticking our tails between our legs and giving up. Let's take another look around. There's a van parked up there. Look, It would appear to be delivering something. Okay, I've already looked for coins in this area, or not? I think yeah, I already have, haven't I? I was looking at the... What? Oh, hiya. What are you up to? Anything exciting? We're looking for a cat that escaped from Madame Dublay's residence, it seems. Madame Dublay? Oh, the large lady who lives in the big mansion over there. Yes. No, what if she overhears you, cat? Don't worry, she's not around at the moment. You haven't seen a cat around here, have you? Yes, I have. Really? Just saw it over there a minute ago. Hold on, I'll go and bring it over for you. This could be it. Case closed. Let's wait and see, shall we, Ernest? Yeah, I bet it's another one. Yeah. Here he is. Look, isn't he terrific? Terrific. Meowie. This could be the one at a push. It sort of looks like the cat in the picture, doesn't it? Wishful thinking, Cheryl. Wishful thinking. No, sadly, this isn't Rex. It was very good of you to try to help, but unfortunately, this isn't the cat we're looking for. Yeah, these aren't the droids we're looking for. Meow. Oh well. So, Kitty, what do you want to do? Come home with me? Hey, where are you going, Kitty? It ran straight over to that van. Perhaps the van's carrying something the cat likes the smell of. Like Rex? Fish market. Wake up, you two, that's the fish van. Look, there's even the fish logo and the words fish market on it in capitals. How many more clothes do you need? Gosh, you're right. The cat must be following the fishy scent. In which case, maybe Rex went after it too. Let's investigate. Yes, miss. What's she laughing at? Dear me, you haven't been looking for Madame Dublay's residence all this time, have you? No, we found it, thank you. Now we're looking for Madame's lost cat. You haven't seen a lost-looking feline around here, have you? She's lost her cat? Oh, what a shame. Well, I am sorry, but I don't think I've seen any cats, no. I must say, I hadn't heard she kept a cat. I'll have to tell the ladies at once. This is big news. I shall have to consider getting a little pussy of my own, I think, if Madame has one. So you mean you've never been inside her house, then? Because every hint was pointing towards her being the proud owner of a cat. I guess she mentioned before that she hadn't had an invitation or something. Oh, there it goes, the van. Wait, please, wait. It's driven off. Come on, we'll have to chase it on foot. We'll never be able to catch a vehicle, Miss Layton. Says who? Can't catch it too fast. It was an impossible task, miss. Time to call it a day, I think. Never! Catriel Layton doesn't know the meaning of the word give up. That's 2 words. Then I don't know the meaning of it twice. If we can't follow the van, we'll just have to find someone who knows where it was going. You know, if you thought of that sooner, we could have saved ourselves a lot of lung ache. Never mind, let's just focus our energy now on finding someone who knows where the van might have gone. Ask people in the vicinity about the van. Okay, the girl, I guess. Do you happen to know where the van that was parked here before might have gone? The fishmonger's van? Nah. How long did that take? And for what? A poorly pronounced blank. Wow, what set your dog off? She's barking like there's no tomorrow. He knows. I say, excuse me, do you know anything about that van that was just parked there? The van. Vans like that are the bane of my life. We've been puzzling over the sticky van issue back at the station for months. Sticky van. Tunnel vision. We need to use this truck to get through to the other side of the tunnel, but the truck is just a little bit too tall and it won't fit. It looks like it would get through if a little something was removed from it, but what? You're not allowed to break the truck or take off anything that isn't normally removable. Give your answer as a word. The tires? A little something. Well, the wheels are removable. Or wheel. Tire or wheel. It is normally removable. Not the roof, obviously. And not bricks from the top of the tunnel. It could be that or tires, I guess. How about that? It could be one or the other. They're both 5 letters. But wheel, that's a singular word. And it wouldn't be enough to just take off one wheel. Whereas here it's in the plural. If you were to remove the tires, then it would fit through, I guess. It might even still run, I guess. I don't know, I'm gonna try. Not convinced.
In conclusion, Miss Layton would never have got that wrong.
As long as not too much of it is removed. The air in the tires, then, maybe. But it's 5 letters, isn't it? Does it have to be 5 letters, even? There's space for 5, but does that mean that I have to fill in all 5? A hint, maybe. I figured as much. No, it's not only parts of the truck you should be considering removing here. But I guess the wheels or the tires are part of the truck, so... that probably has nothing to do with it, then. A little something was removed from it. Something little. And you must not remove too much of it. Air. But how do I confirm that it's really that, though? And is it okay to only fill in 3 letters? Air from the tires, but... Look, let's try it anyway, even if I don't get all the points. Okay, well, there we go. It was kind of the same general idea, I suppose, but... Removing a little bit of air from the tires is all that's needed. Just don't let out so much air that the truck can't move. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well... Because I've seen that in a movie, actually. A truck going under bridges. Not tunnels in this case, but under bridges. Deflating the tires to make it under... So yeah. Argentine beef. Oh, that's smashing, that is. Well done. Now I can finally get me mind back on the job. Now then, Constable, do you think we could get back to the matter at hand? Oh, yes, Miss Layton. Was there something in particular you was wanting to speak to me about? We were wondering if you might know where the van that was parked here before would have gone to. The one with the fish logo, you know? Ah, yes, the fishmonger's tin can. That one comes straight from the wharf, I believe. The wharf? Just near here on the Thames, you mean? Thank you, PCB. Could be that Rex hopped a ride in that van and has ended up by the river then. To the Thames then. To the Thames team. Okay. I want to confirm something. It's not Thames, it's Thames. Thames. Okay. Not Thames. I was only halfway there, I guess. Okay. Here we are. Look, this is the wharf. Gosh, look at all the boats coming and going. If we weren't investigating a case, it would be a lovely spot to sit and watch all the activity on the river, but... Aha! Look, over there, that's our van. By golly, you're right, miss. What a piece of luck finding it straight away like that. Let's investigate while we have the chance. It could drive off again at any moment. Oh, yes, of course. I often see vans driving themselves. Hello, Poponio. Hello, I'm very sorry, but I'm really not interested in buying a Poponio. Okay, no problemo. Maybe you'd like this cute bunny puzzle instead. 49. Hoppy bunnies. Some rabbits are playing in the field. The rule is that they have to go between the two other rabbits whenever they move. And it looks like they all want to end up on the patch of flowers. Help all of the rabbits find their way to some flowers. Select a rabbit to see where it can go and decide which one to move where. You can't move the same rabbit twice in a row. Okay, is it working now? Right. I don't know if it will cut the stream in two for the VOD. If it did, this will be part 4. If it didn't, we're still on part 3. But I can't say, really. Can you hear me, Quillix, or not? Well, alright, we still seem to be on the same stream, okay. We didn't disconnect long enough. Yeah, you joined, and my stream died. Pretty much. Yeah, to answer your question, yeah, I think at least that this is the same as the 3DS version. It's called the Deluxe Edition, because I guess it's HD. But I think overall, in terms of content, it's the same stream. Yeah, but it's okay, it's working now. That's okay. Rip indeed. How's it going, Quillix? If all goes well, sometime in 2023, I might be visiting Switzerland if my aunt will welcome me in her home. I'm supposed to call her sometime this week to try to arrange some kind of date for my visit there in 2023. But I'm not sure when that will be yet. Because I gotta figure out an ideal date for both of us. Christmas time soon, yeah. Well, I won't be spending any kind of special time for Christmas, I guess. Because I have to work on the 26th and on the 27th as well, so I already kind of have to, well, that kind of prevents me from going back home, but I'll be going back home for New Year's, though. Well, I am off on the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Well, I work all night from the 22nd to the 23rd, so I'll be spending most of the 23rd sleeping already. So that leaves only the 24th, and I would have to go home on the 25th so that I can be at home and get up early on the morning of the 26th to be at work at 6 a.m., so yeah, that kind of doesn't let me go back home. As for whether it's in the French part, well, not really. It's the only canton that is both languages, if you know which one. So it's neither, I guess, or it's both. I don't know how I should say that. The rule is that they have to go between the two other rabbits whenever they move. Ah, okay. Okay, fair enough. Ah! I only have... How many moves do I have? Or is it? I don't know. Ah, yeah, because I can't move the same one twice, it said. Yeah. Alright then. Ah! Damn, it's hard. Damn, it's difficult. Ah! I'm willing to bet that I have to move the one that's already in place if I want to solve the puzzle, but I don't know how, though. No, I would be at an impasse if I did that. But you could move this one between the other two. Why is it stopping me? I need a hint. If you dash straight for the flowers, it won't end well. Perhaps a longer route might be better? This puzzle takes at least 5 moves to solve. Okay. Huh. Well, let's see what the initial moves are. This one offers the most possibilities, it looks like. No. So if there are no festives, you won't receive Christmas presents? Well, I usually don't receive Christmas presents anyway, so that won't change much for me. Ah, wait. Damn it, this puzzle is getting on my nerves. There's a rabbit on a patch of flowers from the very beginning. Let's leave him there, shall we? Okay, if you say so. No. And this is an impasse, so it's probably leaving this one on this patch. Yeah, but... No, I think this was correct. Somehow. This is driving me up the wall. This puzzle can be solved by taking turns moving the two uppermost rabbits around the edge of the field. Around the edge of the field? Ah, like this you mean? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, with the hints it was easier, obviously.
This is an interesting one. Puzzles are made for solving.
Don't think I would have been able to make it without the hints anyway. You did it. Those bunnies look happy now. By taking turns moving the two rabbits anti-clockwise, this puzzle can be completed in 5 steps. That's what I did. Well, there may have been other solutions, but, well, the hints pointed me towards the most optimal one. Thank you. That was a cute puzzle. You were right. You did it. You solved the puzzle. You are a very clever solver of puzzles. Now let's see how you dance. I usually don't like these puzzles either. Okay, I want to look for hint coins. Okay, 1. Well, they require a certain way of thinking that I have a hard time with. Hint coins, hint coins. Wow, even my nose can smell that sweet scent. These crates have probably come from halfway around the world, haven't they? Some of these crates would look good in the office, don't you think? Shabby chic is all the rage, or do they just look shabby? Okay, that's 2 coins. What is that? It's not a giant mushroom, is it? This is a mooring bollard, used for tying ropes to when securing ships. I say if I put one leg up on the bollard like this and strike a pose, I could be on a film poster, don't you think? You don't? Nah, I don't. It's a busy place, this wharf, isn't it? Look at that boat that's just about to leave now. What do you suppose that's carrying? Bananas, I think, probably imported from overseas and now being delivered to somewhere else along the river. I do like rivers and boats. I'd love to jump on one now and sail away. Oh, well, miss, if you will, I will. Leaving a dog in charge of the business. Good thinking, team. Good thinking. The dog is probably the best character in this game. Well, obviously I could. In fact, the Sherlock Holmes detective consultancy, that almost sounds believable. You'd have to move to the office to Barker Street, though. Ha 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 ha. Are you mocking me? Barker Street. Good one, good one. like that you can use gyro to point at things, but I don't know if it's my controller, but it doesn't always seem to be working very well. Come on, there's probably a third coin somewhere. I just don't know where to look. One of the chimneys, maybe? Some of the buildings in the background? No. None of the trees. None of the boxes. If there's another coin, I can't find it. Let's have a look at the van then. Pooh, what a pong. You'd certainly know what this van is used for, wouldn't you? It's dark and dingy, cramped and fishy. It's like being inside the belly of an enormous whale or something. It's very invigorating.
In what way?
Rex, if you're in here, come on out now. Nice try, Pinstripes, but it's not going to be that easy. Perhaps he's already slipped out of the van and gone somewhere else. On the boat. Or how do you call these anyway? Can't recall.
Arr, what a grand waste of time.
Oh, has there been some kind of incident here? Oh no, I wouldn't be calling it an incident now. All that happened was, I was after loading everything onto that ship back there when a snowy white cat jumped out at me from the hold. A snowy white cat? Arr, that's what I said, jumped out like a tiger, so it did. Anyway, now they're thinking there could be more cats hiding on board, so they're doing a full-blown search. It'll be late getting away, I'll tell ya. What happened to the cat that jumped out at you? I'm blessed if I know. The daft thing bolted off at a fair old speed, so it did. I see. Well, thank you. You've been very helpful. Yepper. Yep. Ah, what's that? It's a dog barking, isn't it? Can you understand what it's saying, Cheryl? It caught me off guard. I didn't catch what it said. Really? Even with those enormous ears of yours? That's right. Even with my enormous doggy ears. Oh, what if you didn't hear? It can't be helped. Maybe something's going on over there. Yes, you could be right. Let's go and investigate. Is there really no other coin around here? Or in the water, maybe? No? No. I was gonna say the little chimney-like thing here, but no. Okay, fine, I'll come back to it later if need be. Ah, we've met before, I think, haven't we? Or haven't we? No, maybe not, actually. Or maybe. Yes, we have met on the last day of the Riverside Festival, it was. The Riverside Festival. Now you mention it, I think there might have been a festival going on by that name, yes. Gosh, I don't know if we'll get much useful information out of this chap. Oh, I'm sure we will, don't worry. I mean, I can barely remember what I had for dinner last night, but you don't worry about my state of mind, do you? Actually, did I even have dinner last night? As if that's up for debate. So what are you all doing down here by the river? A spot of fishing or just looking for company, is it? Actually, we're looking for a missing cat. You haven't seen a white cat around these parts recently, have you? Yes, I've seen it alright. Really? Oh, hurrah, we found Rex at last. Well, hopefully. Look, it's just over there now. Oh, wait a minute, where did it go? You're not talking about... That's actually a dog, Mr. Fisher. Now you mention it, I'm not sure if it was a cat I saw. Perhaps it was a catfish? Or was it a dog? It looks like we're no closer to finding Rex after all. I think it must have been that stray over there we heard barking before, don't you? Vagrants are your area, Cheryl. Sorry, I mean dogs. I heard that. Alright, leave the yapper to me. I'll find out what he's so excited about. It's this dog. Ah, Stash and Scarfin probably has a puzzle for me. Coin in here. Yeah, that's one. Two. 2. Two. It's not in a bush or a tree, no. They wouldn't have hidden it in the clouds, right? Don't think. Well, I think I've looked at everything that was standing out. Or maybe the bottom of the trees. No. Tree trunks. Nah, whatever. Okay. This guy always has puzzles. Make no mistake, I'm not scratching my head over a puzzle. Never. If you'd like me to solve a puzzle for you, please just come straight out with it and ask for help. Hehehe, solve it for me? Never. But if you're interested in trying it for your own amusement, then be my guest. No need to be shy. $50. Hem and hamsters. Yeah, there was already a puzzle like that with chicks before. The design of these old dudes are the same in each game somehow. It is the same character. He just appears in multiple Layton games. All of them, possibly, even. But it is the same dude, that's why. He even has the same name. Station Scarfen. What is it? They need to be separated into their own individual spaces using just 3 enclosures. So they must not overlap in this case. God, it's so annoying. If they're all left together when their cage is being cleaned, they start to fight with each other, so they need to be separated into their own individual spaces. Okay. Contained on their own. Ah, no, okay, no, I get it. I know, okay. They must overlap so that there are never 2 hamsters in the same open space. Okay. Okay, yeah, I see now. Sort of. I'm not saying I have the solution already, but... Gosh, this is gonna be complicated. I don't know if I can do that. Unless by accident, perhaps. I'm gonna need at least a hint to point me in the right direction. It's easier to see what to do if you place the enclosure in this order. Triangle, circle, square. Okay, let's try that then. I bet one of them would have to be outside, like the outside space being its own individual space. Place the triangular enclosure so that the uppermost hamster is at the top of the enclosure. Like this, you mean? Okay. Then they said then the circle and then the square, right? Okay, like this maybe? And then... okay, yeah. With hints, it was a bit easier.
This is an interesting one. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
Okay. There, all done. Are you happy now? Heh, so that's the answer. At last. At last you've managed to do it. Well done. You did just want someone to solve it for you, didn't you? I thought as much. Well, I need to speak to the dog. Yeah, I understand that. I feel like there has to be another coin. 2 is just too little, I think. There we go. Okay, found it. Alright, talk to the dog now. Excuse me, have you got a minute? What's happening, Hound? You don't look like you've missed any meals lately. Yeah, I get fed. Thanks for the concern. Actually, me and my friends here are looking for a cat. Have you seen any around? This place is crawling with cats, Hound. I've bumped into more than I can count just today, even. But if you're looking for a fatty of a puss that's wide all over, well then maybe I can help you out. Yes, that's exactly the cat that we're looking for. Really? Lucky, huh? Well, Hound, that white cat just went shooting away from the wharf like a cat out of hell. Ha ha ha. Where did it go? Where did it run to? Chill, Hound, chill. It hasn't gone far, but it's in a tricky kind of place. A tricky place? What kind of place? See that huge bridge over there? The cat you're looking for bolted out of the wharf and straight up to the top of that. It did? What did it go all the way up there for? Well, now, Hound, that would be because of me. That's what all the yapping was about before. I prefer to call it barking, not yapping, you see. When it bolted off the wharf, it woke me up. I was having a sweet dream, Hound. A sweet dream. Then that stupid Mog trod on my tail and startled me. And you got angry and chased it. Ah. Sorry, Hound. Never occurred to me a fellow canine would be looking for that clumsy Mog. Well, never mind. You couldn't have known. Anyway, Hound, what's the deal with you? Your owners got you doing their detective work for them or something? That's rough. Rough. Get it? Dog jokes? Tell me about it. I have no idea how I ended up in this mess. I mean, at least I'm not bored, but no one even says good boy to me despite all the hard work I put in. Well, if you ever get sick of being bossed around, you can come and hang out with me, Hound. Us strays have got it pretty good. It's a dog's life, right? Thanks. I'll remember that. You take care now. Is everything alright, Cheryl? Yup, I don't know what that dog's name was, but I'm calling him Bingo. He says he saw a fat white cat. Really, that's wonderful. Does he know where it went? Apparently it climbed to the top of that tower on the bridge over there. I suggest we go and fetch it down before it runs off somewhere even harder to reach. Good idea. Come along then, you two. Let's hurry. We're one step closer to the truth. Alright, let's try to have that case closed today then. Before I have to head to bed. Come on. This one, yeah. Cat! Up there, cat! How did it get itself all the way up there? Good gracious, we must help it down at once. What if it fell? Alright everyone, let's just move really, really slowly so we don't scare it. Yeah, I see where it is, but let me look for coins and stuff first. Ooh, cars. Vavoom. Okay, 1 coin. 2 coins. 3 coins. That couple has a puzzle. Everyone else in London seems to be doing them, so we thought we'd have a go at the puzzle too, but it's so hard. Yes, it's so hard. Can you solve it for us, please? The cat can wait. 52, running on empty. The bus only has 3 liters of fuel left. It's going to run out before it reaches its destination. There are 10 people on the bus at the moment and it can travel 5 miles on 1 liter of fuel. For each person that gets off the bus, it can travel 1 mile farther. If all of the people get off the bus and 2 liters of fuel has been added, how many more miles can the bus travel? Okay, let me read that again. Okay, It can travel on 5 miles on 1 liter of fuel if 10 people are on the bus. So that means... Yeah, but hold on. If there is no driver, the bus isn't gonna get anywhere. So you can't remove 10 people. Unless... Well, the question asks if all of the people get off the bus. It won't be traveling anywhere, actually. The answer is 0, right? Because if the driver gets off the bus isn't getting anywhere. It's another one of those, I guess.
How to solve this now?
Yeah.
Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
If all of the people get off the bus, there is nobody to drive it, which means it can't travel any distance at all. Yeah, it's another one of those. There, does that help? Oh wow, yes, you're the best. Now we can enjoy seeing the sights again. Yes, that puzzle was really doing our heads in. Right. Let's try the people on the side of the road. Yeah, it's just a cat, I know. Probably. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Puzzle time. How do we get a cat down from all the way up there? Don't worry, Cheryl, there's a simple way to recover things from high up places. And that's a puzzle to solve. 51, stair blocks. Stack all the boxes to make a stairway with no gaps from the start point at the bottom left to the top of the cliff on the right. People can only climb steps 1 level at a time and cannot climb steps of 2 levels or more. Remember, there must be no gaps underneath any of the blocks. Press and hold A, etc., etc. Well, isn't that good enough? That's a step right there, no? Alright. Fine. Nah. That's probably not gonna work then. Well, I can try to shift everything to the right one space, but does it work? Is this valid?
Is an interesting one.
Oh, okay.
And that's how it's done.
You did it. Now there's a stairway right to the top of the cliff. You solved 52 puzzles, alright. Whew, safely back on the ground. That was a paw and mouth moment. Now we just have to ascertain if this cat really is Rex or not. Of course it is. It's the spitting image of that photograph at Dublay's place. Perhaps, but there's something not quite right. What's this? Your gut talking again? Look, it's even got some pieces of snake skin or whatever it was stuck to its fur. You're right, Cheryl. Just like the skin we found shed in the garden. Well, that eliminates all doubt, surely. This must be Madame Dublay's Rexy Wexy. Come on, then. Let's get him back to his owner as quickly as possible. Oh, yes. I can't wait to see Madame's reaction. She'll be over the moon. Yes. Gosh, hello there, Miss State, if I'm not mistaken. The mayor's secretary from Guildhall. Fancy bumping into you again. Thank you for, for rescuing my cat. I beg your pardon? Did you say this is your cat? It isn't Rex? Yes, well, no, I mean, this is Cat. Well, I can see that it's a cat, yes. No, I mean, it's my cat. I just call her, Cat.
Ridiculous name.
Oh dear, I hope I haven't, upset your dog. No, don't worry, it's just admiring the name. So this cat is your pet, Miss Tate? Oh, yes, definitely. I mean, well, she has a red ribbon and red collar, so I'm quite, sure. I found her at the wharf, you know. I suppose that's why she always sneaks onto boats. She probably thinks she'll find fish on them, I suppose. Well, maybe, I'm not sure, of course, but, well, that would explain what she was doing on the banana boat. So we've got the wrong cat. Well, we still rescued it from danger, didn't we? Did you receive all the costumes for Catriel from the start? There were a few unlocked, but not enough that I think that's all of them. I don't think I have all of them yet. Thank you again. I'll have some stern words with her about sneaking onto any more boats. Yes, I think that would be wise. Gosh, we've been chasing the wrong cat all this time.
I don't believe it. I was sure we had the right animal.
The right animal? Where did we slip up, I wonder? Well, all we can do now is keep wandering around the city and looking for more cats. Great. More cats. More cats. The worst part is, I thought I'd actually cracked the case. This is a real blow for Agent Cheryl. I hate to admit it, Cat, but I think you were right. Gut instinct is what sorts the dogs from the pups when it comes to detective work. I'm all out of ideas. I think we're going to need you to act on one of your hunches if we're going to solve this one. Well, perhaps. Yeah, actually, I just realized she still has her outfit on that she changes into automatically in the previous case when they go to the cinema, so I could probably change it to something else. She just solves the cases by herself. It doesn't really require any reflection on your part, I'm afraid. You just follow along and play the puzzles and the mysteries just solve themselves. Is that your head working or your gut? I think I've almost worked out where we went wrong. What do you mean, miss? For a while now, I've had the feeling there's something fundamentally wrong with our investigation. You've had a feeling, so it is your gut then. As I said, Cheryl, I prefer to call it miraculous instinct. And miraculously, I'm about to pinpoint where we made a mistake. Are you sure, miss? We better put our heads together, pinstripes, while our gut's busy rumbling.
If only we were looking for a dog, I could probably have tracked him down.
A dog? That's an interesting point, Cheryl. Madame Dublay never actually said that Rex was a cat, did she? We just assumed that because of all the cat decorations and toys at her residence.
You're right! How could we have been so stupid? And with a name like that, of course Rex isn't a cat. Rex is a dog.
It's the plot that's stupid.
Iguana!
A iguana?
I thought thought it was strange for someone who loves cats so much not to have any cat food in their house. But the nibbled plants, the teeth marks on the fruit. Yes, it's all unmistakably
But the maid told us that
iguana-y.
Rex, that the thing in the picture in her parlor was Rex. Unless, I don't know. It's not as good as the rest of the Layton games, I'd say, so far. And the puzzles also seem to be easier overall. I like that the game is a bit more, how should I say, linear, more straightforward, and it tells you if you've missed a puzzle, and it tells you where you missed it, and if you've missed coins, it tells you where and how many. I like that part of the game, so I don't have to rely on a guide to find all the coins in the puzzles as much. I like that part, but it's maybe a bit too linear for its own good, a bit too formulaic, I guess, and a bit less intent on telling one big story. It's more like shorter stories, put one after the other, I guess. It's probably easier to get into for someone young, I'd say. It's like an entryway into the franchise for someone quite young, to get used to the puzzles and to pointing at stuff and solving stuff, maybe. I don't know. I don't really know what their intent was with this game, I guess.
But she loves cats, doesn't she?
She had all those cat decorations and things as a way of controlling Rex, to stop him finding his way into parts of the house she didn't want him in. In other words, she was using the fact that iguanas dislike cats to contain him without having to resort to a cage.
Oh, I'm starting to think I might like iguanas. Although, now I'm even more stumped. An iguana could be hiding anywhere.
With the bananas.
On the contrary, if Rex is an iguana, there's only one place he can be. We know he loves bananas. There were banana skins all over Madame Dublay's home. So, Rex is on that boat. I'm 60%
Only
certain
60%
of it.
sure.
60%? Does that qualify as certain?
Not really.
Oh, great.
And I don't know, the character of Catriel is maybe not quite as likable as that of Layton.
Here goes nothing!
The dog is great, though. I love the dog.
Darling! My precious Rexy Wexy! Where have you been?
I don't understand. I thought the white cat in the picture was Rex.
Oh, goodness me, no. Look, Rex's picture is there, underneath that big ugly cat.
Yeah, but that's bullshit because this is leading you in the wrong direction on purpose from the start.
Oh, why did you run away, you bad, bad
You can't be
boy?
expected to figure out that it was an iguana all along. When you're clearly told from the start that the white cat is the thing you're supposed to find. So you kind of feel cheated as the player. I mean, the game is not expecting you to figure that out anyway. It's just, you're just along for the ride, basically, and you don't really have to solve the mystery at all yourself. But that mystery, nobody could ever be expected to figure it out, I guess.
I think he had good reason. Don't you?
I beg your pardon, young lady.
Don't you think he ran away because of all the feline trimmings around here? He can't stand cats. It's hardly surprising that he wanted to escape.
Oh, but that's because I can't stand the idea of locking my precious Wexy Wexy in a cage. He's family, you know. You don't cage family. That would be cruel.
Don't you think it's even more cruel to deliberately surround someone with things they detest?
Well, when you put it like that, I suppose.
If you really love your pet as much as you say you do, you should swap all these cat knickknacks for iguana goods.
What a suggestion!
According to this letter from Madame Doublé, she's seen a great improvement in Rex's behavior since installing all the iguana decor. He's stopped soiling the furniture, and she no longer needs to confine him to particular parts of the house.
What an amazing turnaround. When an owner treats her pet right, great things happen. Isn't that right, Cat?
No, Cheryl, it's not. Iguanas are just very territorial animals. With all the cat pictures and ornaments changed to iguana ones, Rex feels the house is his patch now, that his territory is established.
So that's the reason. Oh, Miss Layton, brilliant as always.
Oh, please.
So Rex was returned to his home, and Madame Doublé learned to care for a pet in a less oppressive way. Well, for me and my Layton detective agency, the successful resolution of the case led to all sorts of new inquiries. Well, that's this case sorted, I guess. I say, look at this, miss. Since Madame Doublé told all our rich friends about how wonderful you are, we've had a number of new inquiries. It's possible that the game opens up from there. That the chapters can be played in any order or something. I'll pop all the details up here on the notice board for you, and you can choose which you're going to tackle next. It doesn't look like I'll be taking a holiday anytime soon, does it? Yeah, believe it or not, Cat, some people do actually have to work for a living. I'll be glad to give you all the help I can, of course. I really thought I'd be able to solve that Rex case, but I went barking up totally the wrong tree. Like OOT adult temples, well... There is still kind of an order for the OOT adult temples, I guess, because you well, I guess perhaps you don't need the bow necessarily to enter Death Mountain. Do you need it or not, actually? I can't remember. I don't know. You don't need to clear them in any given order, but you might need to enter them to get the treasure, the item from the dungeon in order to be able to explore another one or that sort of thing. Because you definitely can't finish... you can't enter the Shadow Temple, I think, without the long shot, I think. Can you or can you not? I can't remember. You technically can't enter the desert to get to the Spirit Temple without the long shot, for one. Yeah, it's difficult. You can't really play them in any order you like. Unless it's played on the randomizer, I guess. Yeah, in that case, of course. It's unbelievable. It's like the blind leading the blind around here. There are some ranges, yeah, I guess. How do you always manage to stumble on the truth, Cat? I just don't get it. Now, Cheryl, if you think it's the blind leading the blind, perhaps I should be training you up to be a guide dog. I'm not wearing one of those bright yellow coats. Well, would you like to go out to dinner together before we become too busy with all these new cases? Rather, that's a smashing idea. Yeah. All right. Just wanted to make this ridiculous comparison. All right, I missed one coin and 2 puzzles in this one. I'll do this before I finish the stream for today. And the game will tell me where to look. But not here. This one, I missed a coin here. Yeah, I kind of already knew that. But I don't know where to look for that coin. I didn't really look around the van because I thought it was only interactive for checking what's in the back, but I guess okay, I was wrong. Alright, that's the coin found. Okay, this guy has a puzzle. I have customer who has given me tricksy puzzle that I cannot solve. Oh, well, Alex, we can help you with that, I'm sure. I'll have it solved in a flash. This gentleman wants to drive his car to the neighboring town. There is a lorry traveling there at the same time, which can transport even the heaviest and largest of items. If the man puts all of his luggage in his car, he will need 50 liters of fuel. The fuel consumption goes down by 1 liter for each 10% of the luggage not packed in the car. What is the minimum amount of fuel the man's car will need? Well, he can put all of his luggage in the truck then. The lorry, I should say. So it would go down by 10 liters if he puts all of his luggage in the truck, no? $40 liters of fuel? Is that correct? Or is there something I'm missing? Traveling there at the same time, which can transport even the heaviest and largest of items. So that means all of the luggage then. Ah, but no, you put the car on the truck. Isn't it? Yeah. The question even makes a point of saying the minimum amount of fuel the man's car will need. Not talking about the consumption of the lorry itself. That's 0. It's another one of those silly puzzles.
This should do it, I think.
Yeah, you just put the car on the lorry.
Puzzle solved.
You did it. The car doesn't need any fuel at all. All of his luggage plus the car itself can be transported on the back of the lorry. Yeah, right. Okay. There you are, Alex. A piece of cake. You want piece of cake? Another one? Where am I gonna find a puzzle in here? The tea, maybe? The water? No, the fountain. GG and good night. Yeah, okie dokie, Quillix. Just playing this one last puzzle before I head to bed myself. When is your shift tomorrow? I guess you meant shift. I start at 7 AM. Well, 6:54 to be precise. So I have to leave here at 6:10, just about. So I get up at around 5:30. So I won't be much longer before I head to sleep. Just after starting this, just after finishing this puzzle, solving it, I should say. There we go. Okay, found the puzzle. Oh, what's this? An outdoor puzzle. Your shift. Yeah, okay, yeah, I got it. Well found, Cheryl. Why don't you solve it, seeing as you sniffed it out? Alright then, I need to show you pups what a real puzzle-solving master can do after all. Here's a cylindrical tower with an evenly spaced spiral slope going up the outside of its walls. Yeah. The start point is on the ground to the left of the tower, and the goal is at the top of the tower just before the center. How many meters long is the slope from the start of the goal? I don't know, I already have a hard time making sense of this. Wouldn't it be 45 times 2 or something? Well, I already don't like that the slope here, but it doesn't really, or I guess it does connect back that way if it goes around. Because the cylinder is not unwrapped, I guess, as it is displayed here. So let's say it's 10 like that. 10 like that, that's 20. 10 like that, that's 30. And 10 like that, that's 40. Plus 5. No, okay. It could work that way, I guess. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. Unless I'm missing something.
A good puzzle is something you have to chew over. They didn't call me Sherlock Holmes for nothing.
Okay, it wasn't too difficult. You did it. The tower has 2 separate slopes, one for going up and one for going down, just like in a multi-story car park. Yeah. Spiral tower has been added to the puzzle index. That's how it's done, you see. Excellent, Cheryl. I see I was right to give you a job, unpaid though it may be. Right. Okay, let's go back then. Let's have a look. I think the first 4 cases, I've completed them 100%. Yeah. Alright then. Okay, I'll leave it at that for today then. Thank you for watching, people. I'll be back tomorrow, probably same time as today, or maybe a little bit later. I haven't really decided yet. That will depend on what I have to do. Take care of yourselves, and then I should see you tomorrow, same time then, or just about. See you next time then. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.